some of the scenery out here in Wyoming changes. Like, you know, you got a little bit of hills and trees kind of like right in this little area, but for the most part over here where I live, it's just all flat open grasslands. Thunder Basin grassland is what it's called. So if you're a sport bike guy that loves to just like do triple digits all the time and you don't really care about twisty roads, this is a perfect place for you, in all honesty. I mean, these roads are flat and open, and these corners, you can whip around them, triple digits, no problem. The road's a little rough in places, but not too bad. But for me, it sucks because I'm not a straight line kind of guy. Like, every once in a while, I like to crack it open. In my my 1000cc bike I had, I topped it out a couple times, but that's fun, don't get me wrong, but I would rather see how fast I can go around a corner than how fast I can go in a straight line. Like, I have no desire to have like a Hayabusa or a ZX14. I want something that's light and nimble and can take the corners, because that's what I care about. I don't care about straight line performance. Don't get me wrong, like, I want to ride like a 250, 300 horsepower Hayabusa just because I want to break well over the 200-mile-an-hour mark, but I wouldn't want to own one. I just want to ride one. So anybody out there that has a 250 plus horsepower Hayabusa, if you'd let me take it for a test ride, I'd greatly appreciate it. Because most of the time, like when I go out riding, like the fastest I get up to is like 100, 120. And I don't do that every time, you know? It's just on occasion. It just depends on where I'm at. As long as the bike does 150, like a sport bike, as long as it does 150, that's more than fast enough, because I don't really plan on going much faster than that. I'd rather, like, I want to get a 750, like that's going to be my next sport bike probably. I'd like to get a 750 and then drop one tooth on the front and go up two on the back, just to kind of lower it a little bit so it accelerates a little harder, and call it a day. You know, maybe do an exhaust, a full exhaust, and a programmer, or I'd rather have it re-tuned than run a programmer. I just don't like a lot of those piggyback programmers. Do an air filter and then call it a day. You know, I don't want to do a bunch of performance mods because I don't need them. I don't need a turbo or nitrous to go around a corner fast, you know, so to me it's a waste of time and money. You know, if that's what you want to buy, that's what you want to buy. It's your money. You can do whatever you want with it, but it's just not my thing. I don't like a lowered bike. I don't like a stretched bike. I like the stock geometry. My 600 I had was lowered, I think 2 inches, and it made it really comfortable to ride, but it just screwed up the geometry of the bike. Like, every time I'd lean into a corner, I'd nail my feet on the ground, and I just don't like it. Like, he gave me the stock length to raise it back up, but I just never did it. I just didn't want to mess with it. So I like a bike that corners well, and that's what I don't like about cruisers. They're just not designed to take a corner, you know? I mean, I can get into the corners with this thing okay, but the floorboards just touch the ground so quick. So it just doesn't work for me. And that's what I really like about the Supermoto. I mean, it can lean over and it can keep on leaning. You know, I have that Superbiker app, and it's supposed to, you know, track how many miles you rode, your top speed, your average speed, average or elapsed time. It's supposed to measure all your G-forces, all your X, Y, and Z factors or axes. And it's also supposed to measure your lean angle. Now, I don't know how accurate it is, but I can hit 60 degrees of lean on that Supermoto, no problem. And I've leaned that far over and felt like it just wanted to keep on going. I had plenty more to lean over. Even though, like, one time I touched my foot peg on the ground, it still felt like I could still lean it over even further. You know, the foot pegs will fold so far, and I have the Super Motard pegs on there from DRC. So it's got those little plastic red sliders on the bottom of the foot pegs, so you can scrape them for a while.